Good evening, guys. Welcome back to another playoff game from our cluster chunk competition. Today we have Team NBR, which I don't. They wouldn't tell me what it stood for. I'm just going to tell Forest to go ahead and go to the goal blocks. So yeah, we have Team NBR versus Efficiency 5. While we're waiting for the last couple of members to join, I figured I would just quickly tell you who's on each team. So each team should be waiting for us. The red team is just joining now. The blue team, I think, is already waiting for us here. So let's go and check them out. Okay, so on the blue team we have NovaBeats, /2k9_JB. We have Sammy Sales 1, I guess. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong, Sam. I'm very sorry. And we have the Melon, and they're waiting for the red team to join. And as soon as those guys are on, then we can get underway. I'll need to reset the time. I did just before starting this try and get it so that the names were color coded. I didn't quite have enough time, so I'll do that by our next game. Let's find out where's your team. Where's your team, Forest? Oh, am I still needing to whitelist somebody? Kutra 6. So yeah, we're just waiting for 3 people from Forest team. There's always somebody keeping us waiting, isn't there? We've had a few technical difficulties tonight. This game wasn't even supposed to happen. We were supposed to have SSWC versus NBR, I think, first up, about an hour ago, but unfortunately we had some technical problems with our forums. We had to delay it a little bit. So yeah, we had a little bit of trouble. So we've had to change the team lineup a little bit just before we started as well. We did the coin toss for the color choices. Forrest chose first. He chose heads, but it was tails. So Nova got to pick the team. He picked blue. So that's where we're at right now. We're just waiting for the last last 2 members of Forest's team. Let's see who are we waiting for. Okay, Forest's team is obviously Forest himself. We have Alive Bluebird and Kutra 6 and Johnny Moth 100, I believe. Alive Bluebird can't connect to the server. I don't know why that would be. Ah, there you go. There she is. I think Alive Bluebird's a girl. Not that it matters. We will check out and we'll see this. We'll have a look at the skin now. I'm sure she's a girl. Yeah. So SJ, with regards to your question, like I said a couple of minutes ago, we have had some technical difficulties, so we had to delay the games a little bit. So I hope we plan to have your team up as soon as this one's done. Everybody should be whitelisted now. Can I list the whitelist? Yes, I can. Johnny Moth 100 is indeed whitelisted, and Alive hasn't got a skin. Oh, I just punched her. Sorry about that. I'm invisible though. Just tell her to go to red. In fact, I might just teleport her down here because it might take her a while otherwise. We're still waiting for that one last guy. God, I can't even spell my name. Nah, get in there. Oh, Alive Bluebird is a guy. I'm sorry about that, Bluebird. I don't know why I thought you were a girl. But that reminds me. Yeah. We had a few complaints that some people might have been watching the live stream. There's not really a lot I can do about that. You know, I can't stop people watching the live stream. All I can do is ask that they don't. Because you know, there is a delay. There is like up to a minute delay. So then, you know, it's probably not going to be that useful. But you know, they could potentially gain some benefits from it. So no watching the live stream. Okay, so we might have a problem with this John. Okay, so this John said that he'd sub for the team, but now he's disappeared. I'll just tell him to go and find somebody really quick. This is kind of the problem that you have when you try organising a competition like this. It's really difficult to get people together, especially when you're working on, you know, you've got people working in all different time zones all over the world. It's a bit of a nightmare. I don't know, Reba. It could be some time yet. Okay, so Forrest has just gone to get another sub, which I'm sure he'll get with no difficulty. There was a lot of people on the server wanting to be substitutes, so he should be back pretty quick. I'll need to keep an eye out on my Skype though, because I will need to whitelist this individual. But yeah, when you've got you know, everybody and Friday, you know, I realize it's a weekday, and for me it's 8 PM, but for some of you guys it might still be the middle of the day. You might be in school or work or, you know, whatever, so it's really difficult to get everybody together at the same time. So that's why I don't mind waiting, you know, a few minutes. Maybe, you know, and we can use this as a learning experience. It's the first time we've ever tried to do something, at least at this scale. I mean, it wasn't really originally intended to be this big, but we had so many teams sign up for it that it's been a little bit more difficult to arrange than I anticipated. Did I manage to fix up the picking up buttons? It's a good question, and I didn't try it. I might have, but I didn't try it. No, I didn't fix it. All right, I'll do that afterwards. In fact, while we're waiting, I'll see if I can do it right now. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's just a permission node that I need to give myself. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're having that Prokionic M, I guess, is gonna replace the John guy that didn't join. So I've just added into the whitelist. They can give him the server IP. Yes, I'll butcher and reset time. Ah, we'll get there, guys. We'll get there in a second. Let's get rid of this. I like how it says I'm invisible there. That's pretty cool. Do I have 1.4? No, I haven't tried it. No, it's not. It's not only UK. We've got people from the States, Canada, UK, Australia. Got people other parts of Europe as well. I think Forrest is in Germany. I believe. So yeah. Okay, so we have everybody now. We're just waiting for Proc to go to the red team, and we're ready to start. I haven't managed to fix the pickup thing. I just haven't had a chance to do it. It's okay. I'll fix it by the next game. It's just a permission node. It's fine. Does anybody know if they're adding any new Halloween stuff for this update? That'd be kind of sweet if they do. Okay, so we've got all teams in. So they're about to start. Just gonna tell them to pull the levers whenever they're ready, and I will do a time set for them as well. As soon as I see them fall. I can hear the timers. Oh, damn it. Okay, and we'll do a butcher for them. Okay, and we're... Oh, no, I can't butcher because I haven't got essentials. But we're off anyway. The beginning of these games is always kind of slow-paced. Not too much happens. Obviously, you have teams just trying to collect the resources and deal with the mob spawners as quickly as they can. So, I mean, for those of you unfamiliar, the first thing that they're going to have to do is get some basic tools together. Wood is normally the first target because you need to make a wooden pickaxe to go to a stone and then to an iron, etc., as you all, I'm sure, are aware. And they need that to remove these zombie spawners, otherwise they're going to have a hard time. And with the game starting at nighttime, like it is now, the zombies do start spawning immediately, and they do cause a bit of hassle, as you can see. They haven't got any weapons, although there are some bows and arrows in that chest there, which none of them seem to have picked. They might be better off getting one of those and putting somebody on zombie duty until they remove remove the threat, so to speak. Mojang has really been busted with skins recently. Hopefully they fix that soon. Wow, ever since 1.3 the skins have been kind of broken. They're very hit and miss. Now, when you see people like I'm watching Slash now, and he's kind of jumping around a little bit, which is normally caused by lag, but that's probably me because I'm streaming, so I'm using all my internet by sending you guys this video. So I do get a bit of lag myself while I'm playing on the server and streaming. But yeah, these guys are making some progress. We've got Slash collecting the blue wool, obviously, to start bridging. Let's go and check out on the red team. See where they're at. Yeah, I play Team Fortress 2. They're adding bats. Oh yes, I did see the bats. I saw a snapshot update of the bats. Okay, red team's pretty much the same. We've got Kutra, we've got Forest. Looks like they're going for the red wool. Alive Bluebird isn't doing too much right now. Maybe having a think or talking, maybe. Okay, the melon fell out of the world. Oh dear, I don't think he set a bed, but because he couldn't, because there were so many mobs. I think the melon is out already. Quick action, guys. The melon is out. Let me just check with him. He says no, but I don't see him. Oh, he might have set a bed. He was on the blue team. My bad. NBR is a very good question. I did ask them what NBR stood for, and they wouldn't tell me. They told me to. I had to make one up myself, so I'm not sure. I mean, this guy's called Nova Beats, so I don't know. I'm really not sure what the NBR stands for. I will find out. I'll ask Nova once they've finished in this game. Okay, it looks like blue team has removed all the spawners. They've got a few more zombies to deal with. Oh no, there's still a spawner there, so they've missed one. The spawners down below are chicken spawners, so they can use those as a food source. TJ, I just saw your Skype message. I believe a Forest got a substitute for you for this game. You'll have to check with Forest on that. Sorry, wasn't really anything to do with me. I don't arrange the teams. It's oh, Oh, we have got some quick progress here that I've missed on. So it looks like the blue team's going straight for engineering. My favourite, it's generally the safest one as well, because you can't be sniped from there, or very difficultly. And it does have a lot of building blocks, so you can start building your bridge. However, the red team has decided to take a different path. You can see some arrows flying across. The red team is going for, I've forgotten what this one is, and they've taken the sign down, but I think it's the alchemy. Is it? No, actually it's the armory, I believe. My bad, it's the armory. So they've decided to go for weapons and offensive items first. The blue team, however, going for more resources, so to speak. Oops, and I've fallen. I think, yeah, the blue team is good now. They have removed... Oh no, they still got that one spawner there, which they've missed. Let's have a look how the red team's doing with their spawners. They do still have quite a few zombies around, but it does look like they have removed... Yes, they have removed their spawners, so the zombies that are spawning now are just because either it's dark or they're left over from the spawners themselves. FIFA? What's your Minecraft name? It's probably, Captain, it probably is something really silly like that. And he's probably embarrassed when we all started asking him what it meant. So he wouldn't tell us. I'll find out though. Not too much going on, like I said, it's generally pretty quiet these early stages in the game. Blue team just getting their resources together. Let's see what they have. They've got a bunch of diamonds already. They've got some just some basic tools and some food going in there. Slash might be having a few troubles with his Minecraft client. Do you need to... No, this is still 1.3.2, so this is the recommended release of Minecraft, if you like. Red is making an early reach for the alchemy unit satellite as well. Haven't made any progress towards the engineering satellite yet, though. Slash does look like he's having some technical troubles. Ah, there you go. I think he's okay now. The red team has opted to turn out their fire. It's probably a good thing. I don't really see what use it would be. Like before, on the previous release of this map, you did have lava down there instead of fire, and people would use that to, you know, get buckets and dump buckets of lava on the opposing teams. They did remove that with the most recent version of this map, and I'm guessing it's because they thought it was a little bit too powerful, you know, and it allowed the game to be over much quicker. So they've opted for fire now. It's not really that useful other than to kill you, so I guess you might as well just put it out. Looks like, yep, still not made an attempt on the engineering unit, but we do have Kutra heading towards the armory, and it looks like this side, they've almost completed their bridge all the way over to the alchemy satellite, but they're not quite there yet. Again, I did mention this in the last stream. Occasionally you'll see that, you'll just see a bunch of blocks appearing from nowhere, and that's just because I get a little bit of lag while I'm streaming. But the blue team is hitting the armory as well, so they're going to get their offensive weapons. They've already reached the engineering satellite, but I don't believe that they've cleared out the resources yet. They've just got the bridges in place to do so. Yes, you can pick subs if you need to. If some of your team members are missing, you can pick subs, and they can just be for a one game, you know, just sub them out for one game if you need to, or permanently. It's entirely up to you. It's your team, it's your call. Blue team still has a lot of blue wool left, so they haven't quite finished clearing that out. I'm guessing they will clear that out before they make an attempt to make a bridge towards the alchemy satellite. The alchemy satellite really isn't that useful early on in the game. Right now, you know, they're focused on collecting resources, getting bridges to their main two satellites, engineering and obviously armory. The alchemy satellite is definitely useful later on though, because it includes gunpowder, so you can make TNT, which obviously is very, very useful. It also has enchanting tables, so that you can, get enchanted bows and enchanted swords and armor if you want to. But I mean, this early on in the game, the only offensive weapons really are bows, and they're not used, in my opinion, as a method of killing. I mean, it's great if you can get a kill, but it's more to disrupt the other team and to delay their progress in getting to their resources. The longer you can delay the opposing team, the quicker, the more ahead you'll be. Okay, we do have the blue team putting some obsidian around there. Where is their bed? Okay, their bed's right there. They've decided to drop the water all the way down. Actually, quite a good method. I've not seen that in the past couple of games. The good thing about that is that generally what you tend to see later on in the games is one of the teams will bridge over high above the opposing team, and they'll drop TNT down on them. And if that team does that, if they hit the water, they're not going to accomplish much, because obviously blocks, TNT doesn't destroy blocks when it's in water. They have chosen to put some obsidian around their bed as well to give them a little bit more protection. As we discovered in the last couple of games, you need to be careful about that, because if you protect your bed too well, you can obstruct your spawn, and if you do that, it's game over. Okay, the red team hasn't done anything in terms of protecting their bed, but again, it's still early. No team is in any real threat right now of being overrun by the opposing team, so it's okay. It's still early. Still no progress to the engineering satellite from the red team though. And they do still have a lot of red wool around the back here. Actually, the red team hasn't yet reached a single satellite. They've got this bridge almost in place, but they're still a little bit short of it. So they haven't quite reached it yet. Guys, I can't really look at Skype messages right now. I'll look at them as soon as the game is over for sure. Okay, Nova Beat's heading over to the armory satellite. He's sniping a few spiders there as he goes. He's trying to build some steps up, because it's always easier to attack these satellites from above. You get easy access to the top two spawners, and you're protected by the half slabs below you as well, so it's always easier to go to them from above, which is why you see teams making this kind of stair design at the end of the platforms. The IP address hasn't changed, but it's not public. Because the server's whitelisted. This is a competition, so yes, I did, FIFA. I think I replied. I'm guessing you were on one of the teams, FIFA. That's why I was asking your Minecraft name. Okay, red team is now finally trying to reach that satellite. They've got two people there, one with the bow, presumably to... Oh dear, Kutra. Okay, Prochyonic just shot Kutra. Not sure that was the intention. I think he was aiming at the spiders in the satellite behind. That happens though, guys. We had a lot of team kills in the last game. When you're flighting in close quarters on platforms like this, it can be a little bit tricky. Okay, so the blue team has bridges complete to each satellite, but the only satellite they've cleared so far is the armory. Red team's still not quite reached any of them, so there's a little bit of an advantage to the blue right now. Blue team still has a lot of blue wool to clear, so it looks like that's the advantage that going to the armory gives you. Now, like the red teams had to remove all of their wool at the front, which theoretically leaves an opening for some arrows to get in there. The blue team, however, hasn't. They've still got their front protection in place. Because they went to the engineering satellite first, they were able to get a lot of blocks to build these bridges with, so that, might help them a little bit. Yeah, FIFA, I made a comment about it early on this stream. I mean, I have asked people not to watch streams, but there's not really a a lot I can do to stop them. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's nothing I can do, and if somebody tells me they didn't watch the stream, then there's nothing I can do to disprove it either way. So I just hope that people will play fairly. Okay, so the red team has now made it to their alchemy satellite, which is a bit of a strange choice for a first satellite, but you know, I'm not playing. It's their game, you know, maybe they know something I don't. Hi hero dude, how you doing? But yeah, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'd have to say I'd probably, looking at it right now, I'd probably put my bet on blue. But it's very, very early. There's no aggression really, other than a few flying arrows from either team. So it's still all on the table. As you can see, the red team has definitely cleared a lot more resources from their chunk. Now, that's a good and a bad thing. I mean, if you're kind of stressed and you know you've got enemy arrows flying everywhere, there's an awful lot of places on the red team's chunk that you could die. You know, there's a lot of holes. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, when I've only played this game once myself, and when I was playing it, I always filled the holes in, not 100%, but just enough so that you couldn't fall through. But you know, I mean, again, that comes down to them not having the block resources that the blue team does, because they haven't yet gone to the engineering satellite. Blue team looks like they're starting to make their pillar up now, or making a start on it, at least. Anyway, we've got the melon with his iron hat on, or iron helmet. Other than the armory satellite, although the blue team has bridges to all three complete, they haven't cleared any other than the armory. Which is kind of strange, but there you go. This is generally the strategy that we see the teams employ, though. You know, they build a nice long tower up, ladders up the back of it, and then go way above the opposing team. The red team right now doesn't have any immediate protection from TNT, other than the water pool at the top. So, you know, they already have, you know, as I mentioned a second ago, they already have a lot of missing areas in their chunk which they could fall through. So it is a little bit dangerous for them. If this team, you know, if this team is able to get above them quickly, I mean, they don't have anybody right now trying to put pressure on them with arrows or anything. So the blue team is pretty much just free to tower up and build as they please. Hero, I think, who'll win the competition? Do you mean this game or the whole thing? I don't know about that, Dommy. That's a little bit of a conflict of interest, I think. There's loads of people who want to sub. I'm sure you can find somebody who isn't already in a team. Whoa, they're going high. Nova beats. That's about the highest I've ever seen somebody tower. He's certainly going to be very, very difficult to hit with arrows at that height. Definitely. The whole thing. Oh god, that's too early to say. I mean, this is only our third game, and we've got how many games have we got? 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got like 13 games to do. So I don't know, 12 or 13. I'd have to check, but yeah, it's way too early to say at this stage. We've only had 2 teams eliminated so far, or knocked out, whichever way you want to call it. Okay, the red team is finally making a move on the armory satellite. Forrest is trying to deal with the blaze there. Well, he's trying to remove the spawners first, which is always a good idea. It's pointless killing mobs if they're just going to respawn, so you always want to go for those spawners first. Which I'm sure is no surprise to you guys. Forrest is on fire. Looks like one of the blaze caught him out a little bit. Blue team still making has decided to put a dispenser on the front of their chunk here. They've got it filled with fire charges. Oh, so it's the fire charges that actually hit forest, and not the blaze. It's actually a pretty good strategy because the chunks do contain a lot of blocks that are flammable. Not so much now that the red team has removed their wool, but there certainly is a lot of wood left, and I don't think the red team's noticed that they're on fire a little bit yet. So that's going to remove even more of their ever disappearing chunk there. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so blue team stopped progress on their tower for now. I do like these blocks. I wish they'd include them in regular Minecraft. These are actually glitched blocks. They're double slabs. You can only get them in by spawning them in. But I do like them. They're nice. They should add them, I think. Proc's telling everybody that they're coming. We've got a live bluebird on top now, so she's I thought it was a girl. A live bluebird's a guy, so my bad on that point. But yeah, he's on top waiting for them to bridge across, ready with his bow and arrow. But the height that the blue team's gone, I think they're going to have difficulty hitting them with arrows. FIFA, I don't know. I mean, possibly, but to be truthful, we've got so many games to go through that you know, I'm just not. I can't really worry about that right now. I mean, maybe once we've got through all the other teams, possibly. I don't know. I can't say for right now. But I'll like I said, I'll look into it once we've worked through the other teams. But it would, I mean, it would only be if both teams really, you know, kind of agreed. But you know, like I said, we'll talk about that once we've worked through the other teams. Okay, so we do have blue team just standing around, not doing too much right now. It looks like they've been to the alchemy satellite. They've got their resources. They have protected their bed. Now the problem with this protection, this design that they've got there, it's fine. If they die, they will be able to respawn. However, if the other team comes over and places blocks in these corners, they will not be able to spawn, and they will effectively kill them whilst those blocks are in place. They will be out of the game. So they have this. It's a good, you know, you'd certainly protect against TNT, and there's no easy, quick way to destroy the bed if the enemy team comes over. But all they need to do is put 4 blocks in those corners, and that's effectively the same as destroying the bed. Why is it night? I don't know. It's just a regular day cycle. It's nighttime. It started off like dusk or dawn or something. I don't know what it was. But yeah, day cycle's been gone through, and now we're hitting night. Okay, the blue team is okay. I think they've decided they went a little bit too tall, and it looks like they're readjusting a little bit. I think they might have actually just run out of ladders, so they decided to make it a little bit shorter. Still no progress on these 2 satellites from the blue team. Again, the red team hasn't gone to the... Oh, they are making progress towards that satellite now. Looks like that satellite is cleared. The spawners are gone. This satellite... have they cleared this one? I think they have, because there's wool inside, so they must have been inside. So the red team is actually a little bit ahead in terms of collecting the resources right now. Oh, picked up some dirt. We don't want that, and we don't want that. The blue team did actually get that spawner that they were missing. I was wondering if they had removed it. We do have a few straight arrows flying in between the teams, but For those of you that have played it, and I've said this a couple of times now, it's very, very difficult to shoot somebody from this distance. I mean, you can just see how far it is. Oh, wow, the blue team has made a TNT cannon. I did not see that coming. Where'd the... What? Oh, no, they haven't. I missed this entire bridge. Nova was able to really power his way across there. He's destroyed the front half of their chunk already. You can see the red team scrambling to try and get some arrows up at him, put some pressure on. But I don't know, man. I didn't even... He made that bridge quick. And I'm guessing that the red team didn't even notice that he was building it because they didn't seem to put any pressure on him. But you can see the mess that they made on their chunk now. That one TNT took a big chunk of that out. They have protected their bed with obsidian. But again, as I've said, it's pretty easy to neutralize. Just with a few blocks. Mac, this is scheduled. Oh, okay, so the red team's decided to put water all over their base to try and protect it from the oncoming TNT. Looks like they've gone for a very straightforward approach. Redstone torch and then TNT on top. See, that's made a little bit of a hole, but not too much. Oh, whoa. Okay, let's go inside here and... See, this is kind of what I was talking about, the water. The water does neutralize a lot of TNT. Kutra did blow up, but he's going to be just... they've just ruined their spawn point, guys. Oh, they have one spot left. This water almost... Oh, they've got two, actually. This water is now nullifying these two corners of this bed, so they need to be very, very careful. Otherwise, they're going to have lots of problems. The red team is chunk is in a little bit of a mess. We do also have the blue team bridging straight across the middle, trying to go for a two-pronged attack, maybe. Okay, we've got a live bluebird, Kutra, all these guys huddled up around here. I think they're probably feeling a little bit of pressure right now from the blue team. Not looking good. Sammy just fell out of the world. Forrest is unleashing the potions. Another strategy which we saw. Oh, we do have more TNT coming down on the team. Ooh, that made a big mess with the water. They are serious. I think this team might have lost all their spawn points. Oh, actually, I think there's one left. They've got one spawn point left. No, they haven't. There's water in there. If the red team dies now, I think they will not be able to respawn. We've got Kutra down there swimming up. We've got Proc here. I don't know where Forest and Alive Bluebird are. I think they're out already. I believe they died and the water kicked them out. The water stopped them from spawning on their bed. This is looking very, very dire for the red team. I'm not going to lie. I can only see Kutra now on the team. Is Kutra the only one left? And we've got the blue team coming straight across the middle as well. I think this might be game over. What? Sam is a girl? Oh no, Kutra is there. We've got Kutra and Proc. I don't think they've got much of an answer to this though, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very pretty quick game actually. We've been playing now for just about 20 minutes. Oh, Kutra did manage to knock Sam off, but I'm pretty sure that Forest and Bluebird are out of the game. Forest fell off, or was blown off by TNT, and that same piece of TNT caused water to cover their spawn points. And you know, that goes back to, you know, everybody's like, oh yeah, well, let's protect our bed with obsidian, and on paper it sounds great, but with water everywhere, you really need to be careful, because you are going to lose your spawn points. Oh no, Bluebird is still in. Was she all the way down there on the water? Who's this? Oh, that's Sam. Oh, so Sam didn't even die. She managed to catch herself on the water. I'm not too sure what if the red team has an answer for this, really. Sam is still at their base. Forrest is trying to get his team to scramble for blocks. Oh dear. Oh, I thought Proc was dead then, but he's okay. I think Forrest is trying to give his team a few words of advice here. Can I give you a shout out? Do you have a YouTube channel or something, Seth? Sammy is a girl now. Okay. Okay, it was quick striker, but it's not over yet. We've still got Proc here with his bow and arrow. Like I said, I don't think they've got much of an answer to this. We do have Sammy trying to kill Kutra. Neither of them has any well, actually, Kutra has a diamond sword, so Sammy had no chance against that. Not sure whether he's managed to clear any spawn points for their bed though. It really doesn't look like they have. A live bluebird with ender pearls, maybe trying to catch a lucky break on the enemy's chunk here. Maybe, I don't know. All the blue team really needs to do now is go over with a few swords. And they're good, I think. I don't know if I'm too fond of the run over barehanded approach. I don't really think it accomplishes much other than delaying the game. We did. There is somebody. Okay, Kutra's down there. Oh, maybe. Actually, I think it's only Forrest that dies. Kutra, Alive Bluebird, and Proc are still here, so they're only one team member down. Okay, Kutra is dead, and he's not going to respawn. Kutra is now out. So the red team now only has 2 members left, and Proc just died. All that's left now is Alive Bluebird. Where is Alive? I don't even know where he is. Or did they kill Alive Bluebird? No, Alive Bluebird's still alive. Some profanity there from Proc. I guess he wasn't happy about dying. Where is Alive Bluebird? I don't even know. I wonder, did she run over to their chunk? Oh no, there. Oh, there you go. Alive Bluebird was shot by Melon. Alive Bluebird is dead. Blue team won. That was pretty decisive victory. Over pretty quickly. I mean, you can see, just look at the difference between the two chunks there. The red team's chunk was practically disintegrated. Blue team's still pretty much intact other than the blocks that they removed themselves. So that's it, guys. That's the first game over. There'll be another game in about 30 minutes. So yeah, see you soon.